What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to just do a brief overview of the summon point system, just since I haven't done, any content breaking it down since its inception on my channel yet, and also, more importantly, because in the most recent data download that we got last night, we actually have some more assets related to this summon point system. So, they did announce that this summon point system was going to be a thing months ago, and for the past few months, we have been able to earn the summon points by summoning on select banners. But they're not usable. All they've allowed us to do is accrue those points over time, and eventually they're going to be able to transfer those summon points into these tickets, which are going to allow you to do summons, some special summons in order to get some characters. So we're going to go over all of the information that they've given us about summon points so far, and then theory craft a little bit about what's coming up, because I believe with these tickets being in the data, for this next data download, I would believe that would lead me to assume that this new summon point system is going to go live during the next celebration, and we're finally going to be able to use some of those summon points. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look here. So this is the, this is basically all the information that Dokkan has given us about summon points so far. So let's just go ahead and read and break down all of this information, right? Okay, so, yeah, I was saying starting from May 29th, we were able to get summon points by performing multi-summons. Obviously, it's multi-summons only, so you can't get these special summon points by doing any single summons. You do have to do the multis to do it. Collecting summon points exchange for characters, we know this. Okay, so how to obtain the summon points. Summon points can be obtained by doing a multi. It's up to the third multi, right? So basically the first 3 multis that you do on any banner is going to allow you to obtain those summon points. And it's only for Dragonstone banners. Ticket banners are not included in this. It's only like, I guess it specifies here, right? It's like Dokkan festivals, legendary summons, summon carnival events, right? But yeah, those are the only banners that are gonna, they have like the little type banners with the support units, stuff like that. Those aren't gonna be, relevant, or like the little category support banners where you can do like the 30 stone multis and stuff. You're not going to be getting summon points on any of those kind of things, as well as the ticket duplicates of these Dokkan Fests and stuff. There won't be summon tickets on those, or summon points available on them. Okay, so they've outlined this, that the amount of summon points differs between summon events. So far, it's been exactly the same for every single one. So it's been the first 3 multis, and each multi you get 10 summon points, leading to a total of 30 available per banner. This has been pretty consistent since the beginning. They haven't changed this up at all. So I guess it's possible maybe once that shop gets added, or it's not even a shop. That's another part that we'll talk about a little bit later. Something that was a misconception even to me. But yeah, so it's going to be, like, banners, I guess, that are coming out. But yeah, so I guess once they release, maybe it's possible they'll change up the amount of points you can earn per banner or something like that. I'm not really sure. But so far, this hasn't been a relevant piece of information. Let's see here. So when the discounts are available, it displays the time period and how much left is available for the discount. Okay. This is an important part right here. I'm just going to read this through. Okay, so, yeah, this. Okay, so you get, I see, okay. So this is differentiating. So, okay, there's a big issue that has happened with these banners. I'm actually going to switch in-game and show you guys this. Because, yeah, that's basically what all of this is talking about. So I'm gonna skip reading all of this because I already understand what it's trying to tell us, and then I'm just going to switch in-game and show you. Okay, so let's go down here to the banners where we can see. Okay. So any new banners that we've got, right? This banner here, so the banners, okay, how do I start explaining this? Banners typically come with this little tag that tells you you've got 3 left, 2 left type of thing. Typically, those are used to indicate you know, getting a free multi or getting a featured multi. For instance, this banner, once we do the 2 summons, all that we're getting on that 3rd multi is going to be a guaranteed featured unit. It's not actually like a free summon or anything. With this one, this is going to be you buy 3 and then you get the last one free, right? If it were still live. Because that time period has ended, you can see there's no countdown happening at the top here. It's just a stagnant number. There is no countdown for a buy 3, get 1 free. The buy 3, get 1 frees have gone away on this banner and are not there. So if you read the fine print right here, it tells you that perform multi-summons up to 3 times to get these summon points. That's all that this is for here, right? So once these count down to 0, you're just going to not have these summon points available anymore, and the multi will still cost 50. You're not going to get a free multi at the end of this. So it's very, very misleading the way that they've put these in here. I mean, granted, all the information you need is genuinely right here. It doesn't tell you that you'll get a free multi. It literally just tells you that you're getting the summon points, but it's just misleading because we know that this 3 tag has been used to indicate the buy 3 get 1 free for the longest time ever, right? So that's kind of a huge thing that I wish they would revamp, and I think the easiest way to do that would be to take this little summon point symbol right here and move it down here. As long as it's right there tagged on, then you would know that's why it's counting the 3 is for those summon points, and it's not actually for the buy 3 get 1 free, right? Or when there is a free multi, put a little symbol here that's like a 0 Dragonstone or something, so you would know that you're getting a free multi coming up. I suppose they could even make a 3rd one, like something that means guaranteed featured, right? I think that would be a really good quality of life update to make sure that you're not misleading people to summoning when they thought they were getting something that they're not actually getting, right? So that's basically what that whole section of the post is breaking down, is the fact that those little countdowns can be used for separate things, and that you should be careful to make sure of the countdowns for the summon points versus other things, right? Okay, so moving on to this, we have the summon points. It's talking about how to use them, right? So 300 summon points can be exchanged for 1 ticket of the Dokkan Festival type or 1 ticket of the Carnival type at the treasure section of the Baba Shop. The tickets can be used to perform summons in certain summon events. So now if we come down here and take a look, and then obviously this is also the confirmation, aside from what Proton has told us, that these are the summon point tickets here. This is the exact same, wrong thing. Spoilers, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah, so these images right here that they have shown us, an image straight from Dokkan, that these tickets right here are exactly what these are going to be, right? Okay, so, oh yeah, so they did specify they're going to become available at a later date, because then we aren't able to, that section of the Baba Shop doesn't exist yet. Okay, here we go. So for the Dokkan Festival ticket, it's scheduled to include characters who are only available in Dokkan Fests, meaning Dokkan Fest exclusives, and have made their debuts during the following periods. So October 2024 until May 2025. These are the pool of characters that are designated to be there, right? Now, it does say that it's scheduled to include, I guess, only available in Dokkan Fest, only available, and have made their debut. Yeah, so then banner units wouldn't be included in this, because they're not only available in Dokkan Festival, right? And then same deal, looking down here at the other one, the Legendary Summon Carnival one, it is scheduled to include characters who debuted in Legendary Summons, Legendary Summon Carnivals, so that would be Carnival LRs and Yellow Coin LRs, Rising Dragon Carnivals, and Divine Dragon Carnivals, which can consist of Yellow Coin and or Blue Coin LRs, right? Just depending on the celebration. So those are all potentially going to be available here. And notice there's a slight difference in the time period, right? This one goes October to May. This one goes August to May. And I would assume that's just because there are less of these units overall, so they spread it backwards just a little bit to allow an extra few characters on this banner, which I think, while you might think that is actually helpful to the player, It's not, because it means that there's going to be a larger pool of units that you're summoning from, so it's harder to get the thing that you're actually chasing, right? So yeah, I can see why that might be why they moved this back that far. So I went ahead and took the liberty. It's funny, I just recorded a video where I was trying to do something where I wanted to see a list of all of the Dokkan Fests available, and that just doesn't exist on these wikis, so I had to do this manually. So I went ahead and did something manually. I sorted out, these are all of the Dokkan Fests that should be available on that Dokkan Fest ticket banner. Because this Vegeta came out in October of 2024, and then, you know, obviously all the way up to Tao, who is May of 2025. These guys belong in, like, right here, in between the Daimas and Daima Vegeta, because this was the 10th anniversary right here, but this website does not sort these things. It sorts everything in order of release from newest to oldest, but also then it puts all the LRs at the front. So yeah, just kind of an annoying thing, but yeah, so those would be right in here. So this is everything that should be expected to be seen on the Dokkan Fest side of that banner. And I was a little bit curious if it was going to include LRs or not, or just Dokkan Fest TURs. But we can see specifically, it literally depicts the 10th anniversary LRs right here. So we know that LRs are going to be included on this. And it also does just specify Dokkan Festivals, right? They were from Dokkan Fest banners, so it counts. And then for the other banner, for the Carnival side of things, this is what the lineup is looking like. Now, this one is a little bit iffy. So, for a couple of reasons, right? There's a couple of things here. One, it did say August, which August does include the worldwide download celebration. So that means that the Tech Broly and the STR Gohan, who are the Carnival LRs from the worldwide celebration in 2024, would be included in this list. However, their Dokkan Fest counterparts aren't included in this list because this one starts from October. So it doesn't actually include the Dokkan Fests from the worldwide celebration. Kind of interesting. So that is the first oddity that I realized, is that they're going to include the worldwide celebration Carnival LRs, but not the worldwide celebration Dokkan Fest LRs. A bit odd. So yeah, that's one thing that might end up causing some weirdness, where I am actually incorrect in my prediction of what these banners are going to look like, right? So these two units. And then also there are two more units that we need to talk about on here. So we've got Jiren and we've got Cell Max. The problem with these two units is their release dates are different on Global and JP, because they are old enough units that they were actually some of the units, these were like the last two units that fell victim to the split timelines of Global and JP, right? These were the last two units to release out of sync, and everything post Jiren released in sync on both versions of the game, right? So if we take a look here, this unit released on the 18th of July on the JP version, and then in December of 2024 on the global version. So since, again, we are including units from August onward, if they are talking about the JP timeline, Jiren will not be included because he released prior to August. If we are talking about the global timeline, then he would be included in this because he didn't release until December, which would have been all the way at the end of 2024, right? Same deal with Cell Max. He released in June on JP, which would have been prior to the timeline, but then he did actually release in August, so he would qualify for this banner on global. So there's obviously a couple of things they could do. One, they could stick with the canon, static, canonical timeline of, you know, JP being what we follow, and then they would take Cell Max and Jiren off because those are only relevant for the global side of things. They could also include them on both versions, because why the heck not? Though I think that's pretty low chances. And the third option is that these banners would actually be different for the global and JP versions, right? Including these two units on the JP or on the global version because of when they initially released, and not including them on the JP version. Again, I think that that's also pretty unlikely. I think the most likely scenario that we see here is that Cell Max and Jiren are actually not included on this banner, and it's just going to be the rest of the units that you see here. But that is pretty good, because it's all of the you know, there's a bunch of like anniversary units on here, and then all of the like yellow coin LRs and stuff that have released in between. So yeah, there is still, these are still going to be potentially some really cool banners. Now, going back to what they were saying about the cost. Where was that part? Right here. 300 summon points. You're only able to get 30 per banner. Now, I believe the maximum number we have right now is 510. If you have summoned for every single summon point you could possibly summon for, I believe there have been 17 banners that there's the opportunity to do that on, wherein you could earn your 30 per, and then that would equal the 510. Because there is a bit of weirdness with, I guess I kind of glazed over it in this part, but so this part right here, after the discount summon period ends, free will be available again. This is why we have accrued so many summon points, because it's only been a couple of months. There haven't actually been 17 banners that we've been able to earn these summon points on. But for instance, I guess, like, let's go back into game and I can talk about this here with the banner right in front of us. So when this banner first released and the buy 3 get 1 free was available, you could do 3 multis to get the 3 you know, the 30 summon points. And then after the discount period ended, when they release a new iteration of the banners that no longer has the buy 3 get 1 free, they reinstate the summon points, and you can then do 3 more multis to get these. So, because there have been 4 banners during this celebration alone, during the GDC, right? We had the 2 part 1 banners and the 2 part 2 banners. That's already 4 banners. But all 4 of those have had a reinstatement without the buy 3 get 1 free, so that was 4 more. So literally, there's been 240 summon points in this celebration alone that you could have gotten if you had summoned for all of them. Now, I highly recommend that players don't do that. That seems like a huge waste, especially because it's obvious why this system exists, right? This system is trying to get you to slowly spend your stones in small increments here and there on every single banner. Now, if you have any sense, that's the worst possible thing that you could be doing with your stones. It's much, much wiser to skip small celebrations, save up your stones so that during major celebrations like these that have really, really stacked banners with lots of awesome Dokkan Fest units that you want to pick up, you can go in and spend thousands and thousands of stones on one banner. Also, you shouldn't be summoning on these banners after the discounts go away. You should spend as much as you need to get what you need so that you're satisfied while the discounts are live, and once the discounts go away, you shouldn't jump back into these banners again. You should have planned ahead and already summoned for what you needed to ahead of time, and then, you know, continue to save for the next celebration. So, it is not wise to go and get all of these summon points. I would not recommend that players go and rush into doing that. Now, the reason for me that I say the biggest reason why you should not rush into this is because these are banners. We are going to be getting banners with these. And these tickets, so it literally says you're going to get 300 summon points, and it's a singular ticket. Can be exchanged for a ticket or a ticket. And they've said that these tickets are going to be usable to do a single summon, I believe is what it said, right? Wait, maybe I should... Oh, yeah, okay, right here. And then the tickets can be used to perform summon in certain summon events, right? So, I suppose it's possible. I feel like it did say single summon somewhere, and I'm just not finding that bit of text that was talking specifically about it being a single summon that you could do. Maybe I am just making that part up. So we'll have to wait and see what this looks like. Because if it is a situation of you can get one ticket, and then one ticket is going to allow you to do like a 30-unit multi or something that's like guaranteed featured, and then at the end you're guaranteed one of these units, and you get like a bunch of other units along the way, then sure, like this might be actually a worthwhile thing. But I think what it's going to be is all these units are going to be featured on that banner. You're going to have a one single summon ticket, and then it's going to give you a guaranteed featured unit, and then you're going to get one of these, and that's it. And you have, like, obviously, if you're someone that needs, like, all of this stuff, or a lot of this stuff, that might end up being useful for you. You might get a brand new character, or a card that you know, were heavily desiring, but I think for most players, just because you don't get the actual selection of what unit you want out of this pool of characters, you can only differentiate between buying this ticket or this ticket. I don't think it's going to be worthwhile to chase these summon points. I think the best way to go about it is to just ignore the summon points entirely, and they'll come to you. Over time, you're going to summon. Most of the premium banners that you're going to be summoning on are going to have these summon tickets available. You know, you're going to do summons, and then over time, you will build these up, and eventually, you'll be like, hey, oh my goodness, look at me. I have enough, you know, enough star power here to do a multi, and you'll get whatever comes to you. But I definitely wouldn't chase this stuff. I would say it's much wiser to depend on the gacha coin system, right? Oh, can I even do this? Yeah, I would say that the coin system is going to be much better for you, right? I guess treasure items is probably where they're at? Question mark? Treasure items? Yeah, the coins. You want to use these, right? Because if you are summoning with, you know, like, put it this way, your points you're only getting on, like, those first 3, but as much as you want, you can summon on a banner to continue to collect these coins, which are then going to be usable to select whatever unit you want out of the shop, right? Granted, it's gonna take a little while for some of these units to come back, because a lot of these are like the newest units in the game right now, so a lot of these haven't returned very often in the coins slots and stuff, but once they do, you'd be able to pick up exactly which unit you want instead of just, you know, spraying and praying on this random banner. So I don't know, we're gonna have to, like I said, we're gonna have to wait and see what the banners end up looking like, and like how much you actually get to summon with one summon ticket, if it's just gonna give you one unit or anything like that. So we'll see. But overall, I would say this is just a very nice passive system. They are trying to bait you to get you to waste your stones. Don't be baited by these summon tickets. I don't think that they're a good enough entity that it's something you really need to focus on. Just let them accrue passively, and we'll see where we're at. To go ahead and finish up this video, I am going to actually double check how many I have, because I don't even know how many summon tickets I have. I've definitely skipped out on quite a few of them. There's no way I have even close to the 500. Are they going to be in treasure? Could be in treasure. I have 30. Actually, though, that's crazy. Yeah. So I literally have 30. I've done one round of buy 3 get 1 freeze on like one of the part 1s of this celebration, and that's it. And I haven't really been summoning much at all. So it's going to be a long while before I can use the summon points myself. So probably not going to be any examples coming through on the channel soon, but we'll definitely cover this content again once the system is actually fully released in game, and then we have all of the information about it, right? So yeah, feel free to leave me a comment below letting me know how many summon points you have. If you're going to, you know, be upwards of that 300 and be able to take advantage of the new system as soon as it releases. I definitely will not, as you can see. But yeah, I guess that's everything I've got for you guys about the new summon point system. So let me know if you have any other questions, comments, concerns about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. That's going to do it for this one. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.